You know Alice Williams. Everybody Alice Williams? You don't know her show? Bro, what? Should I? Yes! She's one of the top national college basketball influencers, and she's blowing up with a Dope Blunt podcast and video channels. You gotta take it seriously. Because the NBA draft fans definitely do. Alright, I'll check out. No. You're gonna do it now because she's all over you. Right here, she singled you out and issued a challenge. Hold down. And she didn't hit me on my socials to make sure you got it.
Let me see that. Okay, so I meet this challenge and then what?
I'm sure she'll hype you on the show.
And if I don't?
She'll bury you. I seen it happen before. Stone cold ruthless.
Alright, fine. She wants to go, we can go. I never been afraid of no challenge.
Welcome everybody to college basketball presented by 2K Sports. This should be a fun one. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the UConn Huskies going up against the Syracuse Orange. Joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, I'm Forrest Hunt, and I think this is going to be a really interesting contest.
I have to agree with you. Both of these teams have plenty of exciting young talent. There's sure to be at least a few surprises tonight.
Well, you know, in college basketball, teams and players are constantly evolving. That's a big part of what makes this season so much fun to watch.
And so off the tip, it's UConn. Thompson outside. Back to Scott. Thompson. Nailed for three-point land.
Hey, it's plain and obvious that Thompson puts in time working on his shot. Grabs the ball there and sends it straight in. Boom.
Pass to James. Miller. Here's West. Over by Junior. And there's a pick. Here's James. Deflected. Another shot. And a layup by Scott.
Well, for a long time, Syracuse has been a major player in college hoops. They've been a tough competitor since the 70s. Very rarely will they not be a presence in the tournament at the end of the season.
And Junior throws it down.
And once Junior spots a lane, it's all over. Flies inside and goes right over the defense.
Inside West. James. Inside West. Pass to James. Rebound by Scott. As you said with the Orange, they've been successful for decades.
When you think about program cornerstones, you've got to think Gabe Bean for the Syracuse Orange. I mean, this Hall of Famer spent 3 years with the Orange and was dominant in his time. I really believe he laid the first foundational bricks for what became an outstanding basketball program in Syracuse.
Here's James. It's blocked. Out of bounds. Orange ball as Syracuse keeps possession.
为什么是他们的球啊？没知道是。
So it's Syracuse with it. It's a 5-point game.
And you know, Junior, the son of the legendary Duke, you know, Duke was a standout from Newark in his own right. But unfortunately, sadly, he passed just before Junior started playing organized basketball.
And you have to wonder if that's what spurred Junior to take up the family sport. Junior has probably heard all about the greatness of Duke his whole life. Now it's time for him to write his own name in Newark, Florida.
Here's Junior. 2 points. That one goes in.
It's all about keeping one's balance. Like watching Junior accept the hit and still be able to finish.
Outside West. Starks. Syracuse, no good that time either. Here's Porter. Pass to Scott. For 3. Unable to get that one to go. Syracuse trailing here. They're looking for a spark here.
The whole stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's James. Miller. Here's Wood. Here's James. Good on the shot.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post, but the defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
You know, one thing that Syracuse has really contributed to basketball is their zone defense. As a matter of fact, it's hard to watch a team play 2-3 zone and not think about Syracuse. They played that defense effectively for as long as Boeheim has been the coach there.
For a long time, it was a hallmark of the Orange. The 2-3 zone forces teams to beat you from the outside as they crowd the paint. The Orange made it successful by closing out quickly on the shooters and never giving up those easy shots.
Here's James. And here's Nelson. The left wing. Being outside. Nelson, just 5 to shoot. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots coming up. So he gets a vote. Junior with it. Makes it off the glass.
When making buckets inside, if you're Junior and you want to play in the NBA, it's one of the things you need in your game.
Outside Nelson. Pass to James. And here's Dean. It's Nelson on the wing. Dean. Trying his luck from Dean. Fletcher with the rebound.
I don't think there's any question about it. Carmelo Anthony, clearly the most famous Orange graduate, but you know what? There have been a fair amount of NBA players that have come from that program as well.
Syracuse will usually have a player or two that could play at the next level. Often they'll recruit players who would be great in college, and a lot of their best players have stuck around for 4 years because of that.
Right side, Nelson. Pass to James. Dean.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Junior with it. Defended by Miller. Shot's good by Thompson.
We're beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
IQ basketball, smartphone basketball, whatever you want to call it. Even though the league's not that large, they're still in charge right now.
Now here's Miller. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. On the wing, Junior. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Dean outside. Nelson takes a 3. Fletcher with the rebound.
Syracuse has one title to its name, but a lot of near misses too. Clearly, you look at the tournament history for the Orange, a lot of highs and lows for sure.
They double in with Junior. Now here's Macy. Here's Fletcher. Pass to Junior. Now Smith. Back to Junior. Shoots. Good. And Smith gets the assist. You guys, the Orange also winning some titles before there was a standardized tournament.
The school was claimed to be the champions in 1918 and 1926. That might be when the school fell in love with the hardwood. They've had plenty of runner-up finishes and semifinal exits in their storied history.
So it's both teams making, and through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. It's the Huskies delivering the blowout. And the first half of play in the books, you look at the game Junior's having, talk about his numbers.
I love his aggressiveness offensively, just relentless with his attack, putting pressure on the defense.
Well, I tell you what, he is determined to make his presence felt. He wants the opposition to feel him, that killer instinct on display. They're calling his number time and time again to great effect.
You guys, many are wondering if Junior is stepping into a leadership role with this team. The fans feel he's a key star to this program's success this season, and he should be a leader.
Tell you what, there are a lot of upperclassmen who can lead the way on this team, and yet you can't argue that Junior has the talent that warrants a leadership role, even though he's only a freshman.
Pass to Junior. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws coming for him.
You have to display disciplined defense against Junior. You don't want to bail out guys with his kind of skill set.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. A challenging stretch for Syracuse here. Pass to Wolf. Miller, covered by Junior. Here's James. Wolf. James. The three-pointer off the mark. Junior with it. Miller covering. Here's Scott. Bangs home the trifecta. Syracuse, you guys, no stranger to tough competition. They switched conferences back in 2013, and they've always played tough competition.
The Orange aren't shy about wanting to play against the best opponents possible. The conference switch dampened some of their great rivalry games, but without a doubt, they are in one of the elite college basketball conferences.
Now here's Miller, looking for his first basket still in this one. James. Syracuse, no good that time either.
Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Junior, he's guarded by West. And it's Junior missing. And it's Syracuse's ball. Pass to Wolf. Back to West. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in.
A big reason West is such a tough matchup is because he can hurt you from all over the floor. Whatever the D gives him, he'll take.
On the wing, Junior. He's guarded by West. It's good.
Well, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Outside West. Pass to James. Miller. Shoots over Scott. The big shot, no good.
Well, you know, the Orange have one title for all their success in college hoops, and they've had plenty over the years. They got it done in 2003, crowned as champion. Melo led the way. It was an absolutely fantastic tournament run, and really was a crowning achievement for the program.
And a new group getting ready for the Huskies. guys beyond Melo. There were a handful of other players on that team that would go on to play Pro Bowl.
They beat some tough teams in the tournament as well. It was a long-awaited moment for Orange fans. Those who were around will never forget that 2003 team. They're doing work here in the second half, 3 or 4 to start.
Outside Starks. Back to Sanders. Pass to Dennis. Dean outside. Sanders, covered by Junior. Back to Sanders. Dean. Puts up a three. It's hauled in by Lowe.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
The spectacle of college basketball is certainly one of its big draws. These young athletes are giving 100% effort for every minute of the game.
That's why I think you get such an exciting pace for these games at this level. These players are really hungry to go out there and prove themselves on the big national stage.
Yeah, every player on the floor is looking to have a career-making performance. Who knows? Could be some NBA scouts out there in the crowd tonight, showing he has the ability to read a defense. Junior, fantastic pass to set up a teammate.
That's the Sanders. Now here Starks. Inside Sanders. Over Junior.
Good.
Go from the baseline.
假动作。
And here are the Huskies. Here's Junior. Comes up empty down low. Now Sanders. Outside Nelson. Dean on the wing. Outside Starks. Sanders. The pass to Dean. Nelson with it. He tries for three. The shot off that time. And here's Thompson. In college basketball, rankings are everything. Do you guys have a preference between a scrappy underdog or a dominant top seed?
I got to go with that powerhouse top seed team. There's a reason those teams earn that ranking through the course of the regular season.
I love the unpredictability of these games. Always fun to see an underdog team defy expectations and grab the double.
Now here's Nelson. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
They're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Dean. He clangs that one off the back iron and it falls.
Hey, defenders never know where his next shot is going to come from, and that versatility in Dean's shot repertoire usually gives him the upper hand against most defense.
Now here's Thompson.
And that's miscue number 2 for them tonight. On the whole,
And so it's UConn easily grabbing this one.
Yes, this is a good thing. We got the W. You did your thing. Alex Williams is going to be hyping you up for sure. I'm just glad we got the win. It's one step closer to the title. Alex Williams, both can be true, Junior. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I'm about the team. That's my mentality. Always has been, always will be. Alex Williams or no Alex. Yeah, and I hear that. But look, at this level and the next level, the media is going to overanalyze every move we make going and off the court. And it's affecting the team because they're hearing it and they're reading it. If Alex Williams is burying you, then we all did it.
draft stock will rise. You'll see. I ain't mad at that. As long as we keep winning, everything else will take care of itself. Yes, sir. Yeah, that was funny.
What's up, Junior? Good to see you.
You too, Arch. I gotta walk.
So look, I'll get right to the point. I know what happened between Coach Bishop and I is still eating at you.
Yeah, it is different. But I want everything to work out between us, but Coach Bishop don't trust you. He just wants what's best for me.
Hey, so do I.
You still want to get paid if I make it to the NBA, which is fair.
No. I got you here.
You did.
You made your choice of schools. I never tried to nudge you either way.
That's right.
I was surviving before we met, Junior, and I'd still be surviving if you decided to never play basketball.
Look, Arch, you got me here. And I love this place and what I'm trying to accomplish for this school, but things can change if I don't feel like they're working out. I just want that to be clear.
You don't have a contract. That's clear. All I can do is keep trying to earn your trust.
Okay.
So, you ready to see what the inside word of your draft stock is?
Definitely.
All right, so look, I gathered all my intel into one place for you to take a look at. But it can update as the season goes.
$21.
Okay, so what's this all supposed to mean right now?
Nothing yet, but it'll all shape up as we get closer to the end of the season. Just keep winning, keep your numbers up, your stock will rise.
Okay. If we're losing or not producing, then it'll fall.
Nah, I was going to say it's not that simple, but it kind of is.
All right. Work to do. Catch you later, Arch. Can I help you?
You're Junior, right?
Yeah, that's right.
I'm Alex Williams. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Are you getting the bus?
How did I get on the bus?
Yeah.
You'd be surprised by how many people think press pass means all access. Can I say what a pleasure it is to meet Mr. Big Time Professor Doug himself? I'm just wondering whether I should call you a selfish layer, a chemistry risk, or, tell the truth and let everyone know you did it for a girl.
Who told you that?
I never reveal my sources. But his name rhymes with Ted.
Listen, these other players that you're covering, they don't get the same, let's just call it attention.
Attention.
Yeah, attention.
Yeah.
So what's the deal?
What's the deal? Well, I get it. It may seem cruel or, arbitrary, but it's the opposite. I love the potential of who you are and what the game is all about. At times, it can be inspiring.
And at other times?
At other times, not so much, but you're growing and developing, and this is my way of helping you reach your potential.
So why can't you just say that in an article? What's with all these games?
Because I'm building a profile too. In games, conflict, that gets eyeballs and clicks. And what if you don't develop? I write a cuddly piece about you, and then what? NBA decision makers pay attention to what I say. I've built a career on honest, unmerciful critiques, and I'm not backing down from that now. Look, the stakes are impossible at this level, Junior. You know that. And even worse when you get to the next level. You might as well prepare for it now. Everyone knew your dad was up for it. It's a long shadow that follows you around. Is that funny?
It is, because it's an angle. Trust me, I get where you're coming from. But the media is a lot more twisted about the legacy of Duke than I am.
Am I supposed to take that at face value?
I'm assuming you got another challenge for me.
Yeah, I do. 2 games, first and foremost. I'm all about winners, so win the games. Secondly, everyone wants to see you develop as a scorer. So bump your scoring average up from where it is now. What do you say?
Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted. Nice. Something about you. Professor Dunk. It's big time.
You ain't never seen an English boy in a lowrider. Should've got rich, ain't no rider. You ain't sledge, ain't no slider. Heard you got booked for a whole fiver. Heard you might duck up. Heard you might pop up a cosign, yeah. Heard you knew so like no fire. Heard you made hits with a ghost rider. I'm an English boy in a lowrider. Should've got rich, ain't no rider. You ain't sledge, ain't no slider. Heard you got booked for a whole fiver. Heard you might duck up. Heard you might pop up a cosign, yeah. Heard you knew so like no fire. Heard you made hits with a ghost rider. Man saw the spring on the lowrider and he panicked, skid, skirt, reverse, panic, this. Looking tragic, man supposed to really back it. I can't believe that a man had raps from rapping and raps then simply vanished. At the very first glimpse of the caddy, at the very first glimpse of the gadget, go, gadget. Grab him, lock him in the eye, make him get manic. I really want to get a little. He tried to back it with a little red, so I had to get it to the hole in the mattress. And play some. In a lowrider, should've got ridge, ain't no rider. You ain't sledge, ain't no slider. Heard you got booked for a whole fiver. Heard you might duck up. Heard you might pop up a cosign, yeah. Heard you knew so like no fire. Heard you made hits with a ghost rider. I'm an English boy in a lowrider. You know like that. Man's too silly with a pen for a ghost rider. Man's out here trying to do it through talent and skills. Look at my tackle, look at my tap. Music average, everyone. You got music.
Welcome everyone to our presentation of college basketball. We have what promises to be a great game ahead of us. In this game, we'll see the West Virginia Mountaineers going up against the UConn Huskies. I'm Forrest Hunt. Joining me are Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And guys, does watching these games take you back to your college days?
Absolutely it does. You instantly get caught back up in all the excitement, and it also doesn't hurt when those memories are taking you back to a championship season.
Yeah, it does bring up some great memories, and it's always fascinating to see how much has changed and how much really has stayed the same, status quo with these schools.
Now here's West. Here's Harden. Back to West. And count it.
可能会开始犯规吧
Chance for one more at the line.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And you know what? He does. I mean, in the NBA, you got to have ways to score over defenders of all sizes.
Outside Scott. Junior. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Without a doubt, the big name for West Virginia is Jerry West, the man who would go on to become the logo of the NBA. He's all over the record for the Mountaineers.
Now here's West. Pearson outside. For that team shot. He shot off that time. And it's UConn the other way. Guys, when you talk about Jerry West and West Virginia, he is an absolute hero for the school.
He was not just a hero for the school, but for the entire state. Jerry West put basketball on the map for West Virginia. I can't imagine anybody impacting the game for the Mountaineers more than he did.
Now here's Pearson. And here's West. To the paint. Stevenson. And it's good for two.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Junior. He's guarded by West. The drive by Junior. And he lays it straight in.
That's how his coaches want a junior playing the game at full speed, staying active, driving, not waiting around.
And stolen by Junior. Fast break. Here we go. Foul called that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. That one on West.
Red Thompson not bashful about embracing all the fanfare of being at an elite school. He'll let you know just how great this team is because he's on it.
Thompson is a talker, but every team needs a bit of that. You have to have that voice for your team that one is the catalyst for this school and this group of players. That's Thompson.
Now here's West. 6 on the shot clock. Chips at the 3. And there's a 30-second shot clock violation, so they give up possession. And so here's UConn. Pass to Porter. Back to Scott. Junior outside. Here's Webb. And the basket is good.
Boy, they're on fire right now, cooking with gas, starting this one out 4-5.
Now here's West. He's tightly guarded. Now Junior. He has 5. The basket's dropped, so he gets fouled on the shot. On the free throw coming his way. The popularity of the Mountaineers in West Virginia, some die-hard fans of this school.
And there aren't any pro teams in the state, so this is the only show in town. West Virginia is all in on their Mountaineers, not just in hoops, but in all sports.
Here's Weaver. Outside Hernandez. Pearson. So hold the run. Bucket 4. He lets it fly. And it's off the back rim. No good. UConn leading. Smith. Guarded by Hernandez. Johnson outside. Pass to Junior. Now Smith. Back to Junior.
You know, the fact is, he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
Here's Tavares. Here's Paul. He's covered by Thompson. Here's Tavares. Pass to Paul. Over Thompson. And again, it's the Mountaineers missing.
You know, they've come close on a few occasions in the past, but West Virginia is still looking for its first title. In 1959, they were runners-up, and they made the Final Four in 2010.
Now here's Pearson, over by Junior. Here's Weaver, expanding his range. Fletcher with the rebound. Smith with it. Pass to Junior. Nailed for three-point land. For the Mountaineers, they are rarely a high seed. They've never been a number 1 seed.
They were a 2 seed in 2010 and a 3 seed in 2016. Other than that, they are usually not ranked that high. But they're building something here and they're pushing for that first time.
Junior. Back to Thompson. Screen by Junior. Set the chance shot.
哦，是赞哦。
As the official calls the foul, count the basket, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
You know, it's not a big basketball factory when it comes to players joining the NBA from West Virginia, but they do have some representation from their alumni.
And all time, you have some big names on the list. But in the last few years, it's been pretty sparse. Still, this team remains competitive without having NBA-level talent. Starts the fast break-in style. You better be careful when you're dribbling around him.
Pearson outside, over to the wing. Pass to Weaver. Touch off the glass.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's Thompson. Tries again. And that's 2 points on the layup.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Don't get those balls.
Blocking wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing them in there.
Here's Tavares. Pass to Brand. Here's Tavares. He's covered by Thompson. Pearson outside. Here's Tavares. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Thompson. He clangs that one off the back iron and it falls.
竟然进去了。
Working against size, he's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Well, the West Virginia team has seen some improvement the last few years. Several strong seasons in a row. They were right in line for a high seed before the virus canceled the tournament.
Outside Macy. Pass to Smith. Junior. And the Huskies tack on 2 more.
Has been smooth sailing for Junior on offense, working hard to prove his big league potential is more than potential, it's a reality.
A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close. It's the Huskies. They lead by 18. And about halfway through, what have you seen from Junior thus far?
Well, I like the way he contributed on the glass, not content to spectate.
Yeah, you know, he got in there and got his hands dirty, helped out his big men. And when you're getting rebounding like that, the team is much more consistent closing out stops.
Oh, and there's the
God,太高了。
stolen by Stevenson.
传太慢。
You guys, West Virginia, they've come alive in the last few seasons. Also, they went through a change of conferences not too long ago.
For so long, the Mountaineers were playing in the conference on the East Coast. Now they are facing off against teams like Oklahoma and Texas Tech. A lot more travel time involved from West Virginia, but so far they've held up pretty good.
Junior from deep. It's rebounded by West Virginia. Here's West, and it's going to be 2 free throws, drawing the contact on the shot. And that one misses. He hits the second from the line. Now here's Webb. Outside Scott. Junior outside. Takes a 3. That miss takes him to 7 for 12.
两三个那么 low。
Now here's West. He's guarded closely. Comes to Harden. Back to West. There's the screen. Here's Harden. Shot clock at 6. The three-pointer off the mark. With the best college players often leaving without playing the full 4 years, it's always interesting how much teams change year to year.
Hey, college stars are like shooting stars. Blink and you'll miss them. It's definitely one of the most interesting challenges of the college game for coaches.
Absolutely. I mean, coaches have to constantly adapt to new rosters. They're more focused on getting the best pieces to fit their strategy rather than recruiting guys to build a strategy around.
Here's West. Covered by Junior. Picked up by Stevenson. Down low. That drops, and it comes off an assist from West.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Thompson outside. Junior. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one, drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there.
Always a good idea to go up strong inside. Junior draws contact and gets to the line.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. Over the left wing. Here's Hernandez. No good on the triple. And here are the Huskies. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. One thing that makes these games extra special to me is that we could be seeing parts of the future NBA championship team out there.
You know, if only you could pick them out, right? Forecast the future a bit. I agree. That question in the back of your mind, is this a future MVP? Adds another layer of interest.
It's tough to figure out how many these players have that dream for themselves, knowing only the very best are going to take that next step and join the league.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots coming up. That one on White.
Well, you can see Junior's grit right there. His willingness to get physical, meet the contact, and draw fouls. That bodes well for his future and actually bodes well for the present, too.
And here's West. He's got 6. White outside. To the middle. 11-footer. Paul can't hit. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the league will eventually become.
Now here's Junior. He's got 18. And that one good for 2.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really making most of it.
Pass the ball. Up to West. And stolen by Junior. You know, one thing that makes these games so compelling is the influx of new play styles. Some of these players could be the prototype of what's to come for the NBA.
Well, these players all bring to the court the latest ideas and techniques, stuff they picked up online or in games with friends, and they're less afraid to try new things.
Yeah, you know, they haven't really fully defined their comfort zone yet, so there's a willingness, actually an eagerness to stretch your abilities and really test yourself out there. I love that.
Macy. And Hernandez holds it down. Here's Paul, and he dunks it down. Now Junior. Pass to Smith. Back to Junior. Count that one.
And that's how you read the floor offensively. Smith seems to always know what's going on.
They're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Outside, Hernandez. White outside. Pass the ball. The baseline, Jay. Misses off the right iron. A big part of what elevates the excitement of these college games has got to be the die-hard fans, who are so unrelenting in their support of their teams.
You got that right. These crowds stay amped up for the entire game. The dedication of these fans is truly second to none.
And you know, these fans will do about anything to find their team teams up and give them an edge. That's why a lot of these schools really literally think of their fans as the sixth man.
Now, here's Hernandez. West Virginia calls
不要再犯规了，好
And
不
the
好？
lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
So both teams making some Here's Pearson. A sweet little floater.
Well, you love seeing that shot from Pearson. That's the clever, tricky floater that you have to have in your arsenal.
Here's Junior. Pass to Richards. Murray. On the wing, Junior. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Back to Hernandez. Here's Rose. Collins with it. There's a screen by Hernandez. Lets the floater go, and the layup is up and in.
That's a precision shot. You've got to be precise. No room for error on the floater.
Junior outside. Goes back up. He cans that one.
Making buckets inside. If you're a junior and you want to play in the NBA, it's one of the things you need in your game.
And so it's UConn easily grabbing this one.
And the strong performance from Junior, a big reason they won it going away. I mean, he never let up on the gas pedal. Pedal to the metal, legend.
And that's the killer instinct that teams are looking for at the next level. With performances like this one, definitely improving his draft stock, if you ask me.
And that concludes our broadcast. Thanks for being with us. Catch you next time. It's time for college basketball, brought to you by 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the UConn Huskies going up against the Florida Gators. Joined at the table by Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Forrest Hunt, and no question this game tonight should be a fun one.
Just listen to that crowd. College fans sure know how to get lit and worked up. They fire their teams up with that energy.
Both of these teams want to send their fans home happy. And when your fans are also your friends and classmates, that's just extra motivation to excel.
Pass to Junior. Back to Thompson. Junior, defended by Bayless. And the shot goes in.
And you know, Junior already knows how to get productive. I'm sure scouts are taking note of this guy's offensive upside.
Bayless outside. Mercer. Bayless with it. Covered by Junior. Over Junior. And he can't hit that time. And the Huskies going the other way now.
I don't think you can overstate the importance of Billy Donovan to this school. I mean, he ushered in a golden era for their hoops program. Went on to the NBA, and that's where he is now. But he really made his mark with the game.
Crossing left side. Junior grabs the miss. Thompson can't get it to go. Guys, with Billy Donovan, he had over 15 years of sustained success with the Florida Gators.
Donovan was a star in his own right in college. He played for and coached under some of the top collegiate coaches of all time. Donovan laid the foundation for what this program has become.
Austin Shepsfield.
This is exactly why Palmer's fellow Gators love playing with him. I mean, if your movement's good and you find open space, JR will put it on the platter for you.
Pass to Thompson. Over Mercer. And there's another one for the Huskies.
And that's a good shot for him. He can shoot it for almost anyone.
He's really, really good at using his size to free himself up for those mid-range jumpers.
Now here's Bayless. Diaz outside. Outside Palmer. Lawson. 6 on the shot clock. Bayless outside. Palmer for 3. It's rebounded by UConn.
You know, one thing you can really count on is the Gators are going to be tough now. I mean, this program is so consistent in putting together a tough team year to year.
Despite being in a tough conference, they'll usually make the tournament and have a solid record.
The Gators trailing. Austin outside. Pass to Diaz. Back to Lawson. Now Bayless. Now here's Lawson. Covered by Junior.
They're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Webb. Good. And the assist goes to Junior.
Good job that time by Junior. Solid ball movement, understanding, and even sensing when one of his guys was open there.
And that one's good. Bayless.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be up for a long way.
Scott with it. Junior tries in. And yep, that's good.
And you can see he's got a little bounce in his step. 3 out of 4 to start.
They're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Well, you know, the steps for the Gators in their history is easy to pick. I mean, the school won back-to-back titles in 06 and 07. That was clearly a dominant era for the program.
Now here's Diaz. Mercer. On the way, Bayless. This time for 3. A rebound by Scott. up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. It's going to go on Bayless.
As they say on the playground, I ain't scared. Junior taking it hard to the bucket. No fear in that young man.
That one is no good.
罚球都难。
Bayless outside. Pass to Bautista. Palmer. Up top, Fisher. And he banks in the layup. UConn leading. Talking about those 06 and 07 titles for Florida. Those were the first 2 championships for the school, guys.
The Gators have been to the finals before, but hadn't come away with a win.
被盖火锅。
Very rare to see a school win twice in a row like that. Most teams establish the school as a basketball.
The Florida Gators have long been a football powerhouse. They were a football school. It wasn't until about 20 years ago that they really became a basketball program, and the basketball program could say the same thing.
And now both programs are some of the most respected in the
有了吧？
The school is large enough to be fanatical about both sports. With the athletic talent in Florida, both programs always have some great athletes coming in.
Now here's Palmer, over by Junior. Fisher outside. Pass to Bayless. Back to Fisher. Palmer with it. Now Fisher. Lets it go from 11. Fletcher with the rebound. On the wing, Junior. Defended by Bayless. Outside, Smith. Beasley. Hope to late. Bayless with the steal. He's 2 for 4 with that basket, shooting 50%.
Just the shot they want. Point blank range.
So both teams changing it up here. Conclude the first half. It's the Huskies. They lead by 12. And through the first half of play, what about Junior's performance stands out?
You know, hasn't had the impact that maybe we expected. I thought he disappeared for stretches in that first half.
Yeah, you know, it's been a desultory performance to this point. Look that one up, folks. We'll see if the coaches light a fire in him to be more aggressive in the second stanza. Junior's really come out and taken charge and leading this offense. And I love that. I love the way that he's come out and been focused. And looks like a man on a mission to me.
It honestly feels like someone pulled Junior aside and told him he's got to be more assertive. No more deferring, no more passing up opportunities. This is the aggression that I want to see from him on offense the rest of the way.
Now here's Junior. He's got 8. Second chance shot, and there's the nice layup by Thompson.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Here's Bayless. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And here's Scott. Thompson on the wing. Pass to Junior. And it's good. Fought through the contact, hit the shot, and he'll go to the line.
And guys, we're seeing Junior develop right before our eyes. With every game he plays, he's maturing more and more. A lot of the skills that take years for most players to master seem to come naturally to him. One of the legendary recruiting classes for the Gators, that 2004 class. The starting 5 and 6 men all went on to play pro ball. They call themselves the 04s for the year they all enrolled. And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and
Hey.
so that's how you win games.
Palmer for three. Hits it from downtown. And the talent level for the 04s, simply unreal. Multiple Gators going on to have great pro careers.
It was led by Al Horford, Tim Nolan, and Corey Brewer. Easily one of the best recruiting classes ever in college basketball, in my opinion. Very few colleges have ever seen a class that talented.
Back to Palmer. Pass to Diaz. Here's Lawson. Webb covering. Bayless with it. Junior's there. Lawson gets that one to go. That's his fifth make, though he's missed 7.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
The roster of the alumni for the Gators, pretty impressive. You look at some great NBA players on that list that did their college basketball playing at Florida.
Some of the big names in the league, Brad Beal, Horford, they were stars here with Florida before making the jump. Overall, the Gators can be counted on to supply a fair amount of NBA players at any given time.
Now here's Scott. Junior from deep. The rebound by Mercer. They're looking to trim the deficit to single digits here. He ends outside. Pass to Bayless. Back to Diaz. Here's Palmer. Bayless outside. Takes the shoot. Tries it from 9. Lawson misses.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle. And that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
Here's Palmer. He's got 9. And the Gators call time here.
He's been aggressive looking for a shot, but without much success. It might be time for him to take a step back and look to help the team in other ways.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Pass to Waters. Fields. Not on the right way. And there's the pick. Here's Palmer. And that one goes long. Now here's Junior. And here's Spacey. For 3. And the Huskies another 3.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent pass.
Pass to Waters. Back to Palmer. Outside Fields. Here's Fisher. To the paint. Waters. And another miss by Florida. Junior outside. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
Absolutely. I echo that sentiment. Their offense, their defense. I mean, it's all been terrific.
Now here's Fisher. Can they get it? And it's good on the layup. Now here's Junior. Yes, indeed, it is good. It's his 8th against 14 attempts.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You gotta keep getting him touches.
Outside Palmer. Here's Waters. That's short out the rim.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, The other, not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Now here's Palmer. A step back shot. This shot is good.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Outside Fields.
Fields.
Lawson outside. Fisher outside. Pass to Fields. Fisher. Lawson. He's covered by Thompson. Goes up from 19. Lawson
Wow.
shoots good. Now Scott.
赶快啊，要过半了。
Junior outside. To the middle. Thompson inside. He's covered by Bautista. Back to Junior. Thompson inside. Bautista on him. And that one's good. Thompson.
Yeah, I think that one closes the door on any comeback hope. Impressive performance.
哎，靠背啊，
And
那
we'd
么
like
快
to。officially welcome everybody to garbage time.
Thompson with the ball. Pass to Junior. It's good.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there, go get it.
And that one drops for him.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency. Huh? They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
Now here's Thompson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And I like how quick Thompson is to get on the front foot and move with purpose. Keeps defenders off balance, puts them at a disadvantage.
Buries the long-range jumper. And here's Scott. And so it's UConn easily grabbing this one.
Well, they didn't have much trouble despite an average game from Junior. Their depth and unselfishness paying dividends.
I agree. I mean, it's a win they can be proud of, and yet I can't escape the feeling that Junior's a bit uneasy. He expects more from himself, and I anticipate he'll look to show it next time out.
And that concludes our broadcast. Thanks for being with us. Catch you next time.
Good,
That's
congrats.
the effort you gotta give, Fred.
Couple questions?
Talk to the players.
Junior, got a minute?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, it's not like you really have a choice. Junior, congrats. The team's had a nice stretch of games. How do you feel?
For sure. It feels good to win. We've all committed to putting in the extra work and lots of free and confident as a group.
Now, that said, your numbers have diminished personally. Is there frustration there? And if so, how do you overcome it?
All I care about is winning. My personal numbers will always take a backseat to that.
There's a school of thought in this game that your best player has to be your best player every night in order to be a great team. Is this a great team, and are you the best player?
All I can say is that it's a work in progress.
Okay, well, that said, if you want to be the top player in the country, which I assume you do, isn't consistency key?
It is. I'll get there. But like I said, we got to win. And that's all that matters, Alex.
All right, well, congrats. Thanks for your time, Junior.
Likewise. You are really enjoying this, aren't you?
I'm a professional, Junior. When you start playing at your potential, I'll report that just as clearly. I promise.
On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. All my love is making music with my friends. I can't wait to get on the road again.
Yo, I'm not getting ghosted. She's on the road.
Yeah, you on the road too. All right, how many days since she texted you last? Exactly. Delete her number and free your mind. We got a big game coming up, and you don't need this eating you up.
Be fine, I guess. See?
It ain't her.
Nope, it ain't.
Nếu biến liệu. Thở xuống xem.
Heard you might pop if I co-sign ya. Heard you new song, I had no fire. Heard you made hits with a ghost fighter. I'm an English boy and a lowrider. Should've got rich, ain't no rider. You ain't slick, ain't no slider. Heard you got good for a whole fiver. Heard you might duck if I... Heard you might pop if I co-sign ya. Heard you new song, I had no fire. Heard you made hits with a ghost fighter. Man saw the spring on the lowrider and he panicked. Skid, skirt, reverse, panic, this... Looking tragic, man supposed to really back it. I can't believe that a man had racks from rapping and raps then simply vanished. Had the very first glimpse of the caddy, had the very first glimpse of the gadget. Gold, gadget. Grab him, lock him in the eye. Make him get manic, I really want to get a little... He tried to back it with a little rip, so I had to get it at the hole in the mattress. And pay some... In a lowrider, should've got rich, ain't no rider. You ain't slick, ain't no slider. Heard you got booked for a whole fiver. Heard you might duck if I... Heard you might pop if I co-sign ya.
Hey, man. You letting the noise in. It'll bury you. Yeah, I feel like the media's not going to be that. Alex Williams, she's doing her job. No, it feels personal. Hey, even if it is, if you were to ask her or any other reporter to stop, you think they would?
Nope.
Exactly. All right, that's what you got to understand. It's relentless. Every single game, the fans, the media, the scouts, all you can do is play through it. Leave it all out there.
Okay.
I hear you, Coach. Hey, hold on. Hear me out. You got to get out of your head. It's time to step up. This team needs a leader right now. Let's go, Junior.
Welcome everyone to our presentation of college basketball brought to you by 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Gonzaga Bulldogs going up against the UConn Huskies. Here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, I'm Forrest Hunt. Looking forward to a hard-fought contest in this one.
Well, you know, that's the beauty of college basketball. These players have so much youthful exuberance. They can go all out for every game of the season. And because the season's not as long, that plays into it as well.
Yeah, the stamina of a lot of these younger guys can seem bottomless, which only makes these games even more exciting to watch.
To the paint. Crawford's shot is off. And here are the Huskies. pass to Junior. Out to Thompson. Junior. And it's off from three-point range.
You can just about count on one former Bulldog joining the league every draft. Man, Gonzaga's got an impressive roster of NBA players.
All time, the big name is John Stockton. More recently, Rui Hachimura and Domantas Sabonis. Some great talent always finds their way to Gonzaga.
Torres gets the bucket.
Hey, everybody shooting the three now. I mean everybody taking 3 points, including Torres, showing you how lethal he can be from back here.
Junior outside. And stolen by Levins. Here's the break. Lets the three fly. The shot misses, and it's UConn the other way. Pass to Webb. The shot from 12. Count that one.
Showing he has the ability to read a defense. Junior, fantastic pass to set up the team.
Torres outside. Now Levins. Booker with it. This time for three. And the Bulldogs another three.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Pass to Webb. Macy. Screen by Junior.
手怎么是掉啊？妈的！
And it's Torres picking him up. Yep, that one's good. Red Thompson, a player that entered the program the same year as Junior. Those two have grown close during their time here.
Thompson's a little bit of the Robin to Junior's Batman. Plays well off of him on both sides of the floor. And coming in the same year, creating for one another with how they play, it's easy to see why they form such a bond.
Now here's Thompson. Screen by Junior. On the wing, Junior. Watches a three. Torres grabs the board. Gonzaga leading.
怪怪的。
They're outside. Pass to Crawford. Booker. Here's Daniels. Webb covering. Stolen by Webb. Junior outside. Bulldogs with the
那我
rebound.
手怎么用过不进？
Levins with it. Can't hit that one. Now UConn takes it the other way. Outside Macy. Thompson. Over Crawford. And Thompson gets it to go. Gonzaga, without a doubt, is a basketball school. The fans up in Spokane love their Bulldogs.
You know, Gonzaga does not sponsor a ton of athletic teams, and there's no football there either, so basketball is indeed king. Clearly, all of the support that goes to the athletic program is prioritized with basketball.
Here's Daniels. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Booker. Pass to Levins. From deep three-point range. The Bulldogs again can't hit. UConn trailing. Thompson outside. He goes up again. And there's the nice layup by Thompson.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will to second chance points.
Here's Booker. Levins. Over by Junior. Torres outside. Pass to Crawford. Torres. Here's Daniels. Junior with the block.
Excellent focus defensively that time. Junior is a guy who can dominate at both ends of the floor. You know, you look at the tournament history for the Bulldogs. Early on, they were always underdogs under this coaching staff, but now they're usually a top seed in the tournament.
终于回来了。
And that sends Junior to the free throw line. Crawford picks one up. So both teams making some changes here. And you guys for the Zags, they're still looking for that first championship.
They came so close in 2017. I thought that could be their year. Their bench was the great freshman class of Collins and Hachimura, but they are always in it. Shouldn't be long before they finally win it all.
UConn in the lead. And that one drops. He's 2 for 5.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, our quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this one.
Outside Keith. That's to Riley.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Key. Back to Riley. To stop the run. It's all done by Junior.
Well, you know, he's one of the greatest players of all time as a former Bulldog. And I'm speaking, of course, of John Stockton, the Hall of Famer. He helped put this program on the map.
Stockton was dominant at the college level as a senior. Led the Hopkins in plays, assists, and
So a pretty lopsided game through the first half. It's the Huskies. They lead by 18. And through the first half of play, what about Junior's performance stands out?
well, I like the way he contributed on the glass, not content to spectate.
And, you know, he got in there and got his hands dirty, helped out his big men. And when you're game rebounding like that, the team is much more consistent closing out stops.
Junior. Here's Thompson. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Second chance points always hurt. It's not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Pass to Levins. Here's Daniels. Torres outside. And here's Levins. The 3. And the ball out of play. The Huskies will have it. Here's Thompson.
You know, you look around the landscape of college basketball, and Gonzaga was clearly a trailblazer as far as mid-majors go. I mean, we're talking about one of the most feared mid-major schools in the country, and it's been that way for a couple of decades now.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
It's outside. Inside. Here's Daniels. Webb covering. Pass to Daniels. You're outside. Takes a 3. Huskies with the rebound. Mid-major schools now get a lot more respect, and largely in part because of Gonzaga.
It used to be the rankings ignored you if you weren't from a major conference. But Gonzaga changed that with quality wins over big-name schools. You can't ignore the sustained success of a school like Gonzaga.
Pass to Crawford. Torres. Back to Crawford. Levins. Covered by Junior. Here's Daniels. And that one is stuffed right through. They're making this a runaway.
The only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Bulldogs. And the Huskies making a change here.
And what a powerhouse program Gonzaga has built here. Little by little, they have established themselves as a major player in college hoops. Easily the biggest name college program in the Northwest.
Now here's Thompson. 11 points in the game. Junior right side. Over Levins. And that one's good. Thompson. And Gonzaga, you guys, has gone from scrappy underdog to an absolute force. They are an elite program.
For years, Gonzaga has been unchallenged in the conference. They absolutely dominated the conference they play in. And, you know, this school has always had a great record and is not afraid to schedule tough. I think all of that is why Gonzaga has been so successful.
Pass to Junior. Back to Thompson. Three-pointer. And again, UConn with the triple.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
They're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a whole stretch offensively, for sure.
And here's Torres. Back to Booker. Pass to Torres. It's over Macy. Torres, that's good.
Yeah, you know, I love seeing guys knock down the mid-range shot, and Torres has kept that shot alive in his arsenal.
Thompson outside. Junior. Booker covering. Here's Junior. Something touch off the glass.
And ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
There's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they both shot the ball since the break.
So both teams changing it up here. Now Thompson. Pass to Beasley. Thompson. Thompson outside. Yep, that one goes.
You know, with Red Thompson, defenders have their hands full when trying to defend him. And he can comfortably create for himself and others.
Back to Booker. Torres. Levins up top. Booker with it. Pass to Benjamin. Over Thompson. Off the left rim and out.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be. Firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
Here's Booker.
Here's Booker.
Here's Benjamin. Booker, covered by Junior. And here's Booker. Pass to Benjamin. Now here's Levins.
你投啊，你投啊。
Benjamin, on the block. And here's Torres outside. It's hauled in by Junior. It's Red Thompson on the wing. Defended by Levins. Booker outside. 17-footer. Jump shot is good. And it's the Huskies with the ball. Junior with it. Crawford with the rebound. Here's Torres. Levins outside. Torres. Pass to Booker. Back to Torres. Crawford with the ball. And here's Torres. And the three off target. It's Red Thompson on the wing. Booker covering. That one goes in.
A nice shot against tough defense. Thompson actually gets hit on the way up, but able to maintain that concentration.
Crawford up top. Torres outside. Down low. Here's Benjamin. No good on the shot. Good D by Thompson. Now here's Webb. Pass to Thompson. And a slam dunk by Red Thompson.
It's Red Thompson rising up. The 6'4" guard showing some that can be explosive.
The shot will not fall. And the Huskies tack on 2 more.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible.
Back to Legends. Takes a nice bounce off the iron and down.
Shot selection there, but you know what? You do not look the gift horse in the mouth.
Pass to Thompson. Deflected. And it's out of bounds. The Huskies able to retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly.
And so it's UConn easily grabbing this one.
And it's interesting that they were able to win so young.
All right, gentlemen, that's a good job. That's a complete team win. We have no easy wins in this conference. We know that. But we are right where we want to be, and we're playing our brand of basketball, which is what, Red?
Togetherness.
You asking the time.
I'm telling you, Coach.
Red, every team is about together.
He's talking about the details, Red, the small things. He literally says it every practice.
You do?
Oh, boy, looks like somebody's going to lose some playing time in this game.
That's funny. You joking, right?
Hey, Junior, listen, I asked you to step up and be a leader. And that's exactly what you did. Your dad would be proud of you.
Nice, Coach.
Enjoy it.
Coach is hilarious, right?
I don't believe you're joking.
No
matter what I do, Coach Alex Williams, the fans, they're on. Good and bad. It's not gonna get to me.
So don't let him.
Yeah, it's not that easy.
You're the star of one of the best basketball teams in the country. Well, it's supposed to be easy.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
It's not my job to make you feel better.
Just wish you were around more.
Is it just me, or are we talking past each other?
Why were you ghosting me?
What? I wasn't ghosting you. I was busy playing soccer around the world.
Okay, and what happens if this gets bigger and I make it to the league?
Well, then I will sit courtside at every game, and when you're on the road, I'll lay in bed and wonder if you're okay or how I can make you feel better.
Yeah, I wouldn't even want that.
Are you sure?
I want you exactly as you are.
But at your beck and call. You want someone to rub your back and tell you it's all going to be okay, Junior.
吵架。
Maybe Hendricks Cobb will always be better than you. Maybe you won't win a championship. That's the end of the world.
This isn't helping.
Or get drafted. I don't know.
This is not helping.
Well, it's up to you to define the outcome. No one else. Get it.
I think I I need to leave.
Yeah, you should.
Ellie, there's a lot going on. And I let it get the best of me. I'm sorry. I'll stay all night. I'll miss games, I'll miss class, I don't care. I just want this to work.
Go home, Junior.
Okay, just stop, because I can't do this no more.
Do what?
Let's just speed it up.
Speed what up?
Whatever this is, I'm calling it your Ellie low moment.
I'm good, I'm done here.
Yeah, you're not. That's good though. Let's keep it going. Let's speed this up.
I apologize, Red.
You will and you should.
I'll let you.
Now we're talking.
I forgot I want to get it back.
And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen.
We'll talk later, Red.
You're welcome. You got me Red. Come on.
Yeah?
Hi, Max Sims.
I'm trying to watch a movie.
Hey, you seen that? I'm not sure she told you, but we had a big fight.
She did. And our next door neighbor
Look, I
told
know I was
me.
being a big jerk, all right?
Yeah, she said that too.
Can I just talk to Ellie, please? I only want to see her for 2 minutes.
Nope.
Well, why not?
Because she's gone.
All right, so where did she go?
She can't tell you.
Come on, please. I just want to talk to her.
Okay, I'll tell you. You better promise not to tell her I told you, or you're really gonna move doghouse. And so am I.
I promise.
Canada.
What? Hold on, when did she leave?
May be able to catch her at the train station if you leave right
That's
now.
Kristen. Ellie, wait. Ellie, stop.
Junior!
I didn't want you to leave without saying bye. I'm sorry about what I said. Okay?
I'm glad you came. I didn't want to stand that way. I got called up for the national team full time.
Hey, so when am I going to see you again?
I don't know. I might never come back. If it all goes right, then I won't. You don't need me or anyone else to help you out, Junior. You're a star. Just own it. Can I just ask one last thing?
I was that.
Will you please take Hendrix down next game? I think it would really benefit him.
交给我吧。
I'll be my pleasure.
Yo! Oh, Andrew, what's up, man? Hey, if the idea of facing me got you down, look, I get it. That's a long list of people who feel the same way.
Yeah, that must be it.
Hey, that was a game. We were 9. I was on the bench and you was playing. And these 2 adults was,
Yeah, they said I had audio stopping you doing too much noise.
I told you this story.
You always tell me the story.
And one of the guys was your dad.
My dad. Yeah. You know my dad ain't say that to you?
Hey, I didn't say he said it to me. I heard him say it to another adult. And you know, when adults say stuff to other adults, it's definitely real. Look, man, after that season, you quit and went all in on football.
It's been a long season.
That it has. See you on the floor?
See you on the floor.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to another exciting night of college basketball presented by 2K Sports. And tonight it'll be the UConn Huskies going up against the Oklahoma Sooners. Joined today by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, I'm Forrest Hunt, and college hoops action is just around the corner here. And so off the tip, it's UConn. Junior with it. Pass to Thompson from 13. And Cobb pulls it down. And here's Oklahoma. Beyond the arc. Here's Vincent. Up and in on the layup.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
Here's Junior.
Oh,妈的！
And Oklahoma will go the other way with it.
You know, this Oklahoma Sooners basketball program really came into prominence, I think, in the late 80s. That's the first time they were a big name on the modern national stage.
And in 1988, the Sooners were runners-up in the title game. That team featured a handful of future pro players. Oklahoma's still looking for that first championship.
Now here's Thompson. And there's the call on Hendricks Cobb. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Junior with it, guarded by Cobb. Left side Webb, shot clock at 5. Vincent makes it loose. Here's Conley, here's Cobb. He goes up again. Rebound by Webb. Junior left side. And he gets the bucket.
Some young players just have that grown man strength. Junior taking it right to the defender.
Pass to Cobb. And the shot goes in.
If the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor. Well, Cobb, the top recruit in the nation, a lot of folks expect him to go pro in short order. I think the school was fortunate that Cobb decided to play for him.
And most of Cobb tagged as a one-and-done type of player. With the skill he has displayed so far, he'll be right at the top of the blackboard whenever he declares. He's proved that he's an elite talent at this level.
夸张有个准。
See from Cobb right there, that limitless range, that's why NBA scouts are salivating at the prospect of drafting him someday.
Pass to Junior. he makes that one.
还是你准我也准。
Now Vincent.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
Outside Scott. Rejected by Evans.
不要自干
And the foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two here. That's on Scott. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Well, the biggest former Sooner in recent years, Trey Young. He was a huge star here with the Sooners. Now the face of the franchise and a rising star in the NBA.
And he was fouled on the way up. Two free throws coming for him. Looking back at the attention gained in college, you simply couldn't leave him alone.
And you know, Young is poised, I think, to be an all-time great shooter. You know, just like he was in college and now in the NBA. I tell you what, the Sooners are glad to call him one of their own.
Barrett can't get it to go. UConn trailing. Junior with it, and it's Davidson picking him up. And Junior gets it to go.
Well, Junior takes a lot of pride in slashing inside and finishing. He's showing you right there how dangerous he can be in that kind of situation.
Now here's Barrett. D right on it. The shot
黑人爱自干的对。
And the Huskies with possession. To the right side. Outside, Smith. Here's Porter. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot of the game.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possession.
And it's in outside. First from long range. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot of the game.
And that's the kind of range that comes from repetition. Lawrence doesn't take his game lightly.
Pass to Fletcher. Over Underwood. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night.
And the Oklahoma Sooners are programmed on the upswing. They've had equal runs in the tournament. The future is looking bright for Sooner fans.
Drive by Junior. And the dunk by Junior.
And once Junior spots a lane, it's all over. Flies inside and goes right over the defense for a big dunk.
Now here's Barrett. Taken by Junior. Evans right side. And lately, you guys, the Sooners have been more consistent in punching their ticket to the dance.
You get the feeling they are really building something here. This program has a good coach. I think is moving in the right direction. I would not be surprised to see them as a dominant force for the next decade or so.
Now here's Underwood. Barrett. It's deflected. Out of bounds. Sooners ball as Oklahoma. So that's the end of the first half. The Sooners on top, up by 6.
早输。
And the first half of play in the books. You look at the game Junior's having. Talk about his numbers.
I love his aggressiveness offensively. Just relentless with his attack, putting pressure on the defense.
Well, I tell you what, he is determined to make his presence felt. He wants the opposition to feel him, that killer instinct on display. They're calling his number time and time again to great effect.
Well, you know Hendricks Cobb is as confident as they get, and he's given himself the nickname the Hendricks Cobb experience.
And you know, a lot of players try to deflect the fact that they're the top prospect, the number one guy. But Cobb has done the opposite. He embraces it. You know, it might rub some people the wrong way, but he's got the game to back it up. And I like seeing him be confident and bold with it.
Pass to Junior. Back to Scott. Johnson outside. But beyond the arc. And again, UConn with the triple.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Outside Barrett. Back to Cobb. Takes a three. It's rebounded by UConn. And here's Scott. Pass to Webb. Here's Thompson. Junior, guarded by Cobb. Here's Junior. Gets the bucket and the foul. That's on Cobb.
Well, I really like the determination from Junior on this play. Took the foul and still got the hoop. Well done.
And the free throw, no good.
You know, there have not been a lot of pros come out of Oklahoma, but the ones that have made have left their mark on the league because they typically were dominant as college players.
No other way to put it, just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
And it's in there.
And the timing Junior has on the pull-up, I love watching him stick it to the deep.
Well, and as you said, the current Sooners in the NBA were all forces of nature when they were in college.
Blake Griffin, Trey Young, and Buddy Hield, each of them either winning or considered for National Player of the Year. Not a bad representation in the NBA at all.
Over the left wing. Here's Scott. No good, and that would have tied it. The shooters with the lead. And they're on the break. Pulls up for three. Conley, no good.
And you can see why the D is willing to just back off and really take their chances with his jump shot.
Junior, guarded by Cobb. Here's Junior. That misses. Had a chance to tie it. From downtown. Barrett can't get it to go.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that post.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now. And you know, the number one high school prospect for this class, Hendricks Cobb, born in New Jersey but spent middle and high school in Louisiana, is as talented and gifted as they come. And you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Junior outside. And there's the call on Hendricks Cobb. That'll get him his fourth foul of the game. Both teams will make substitutions. Now here's Junior. He's got 14. On the way, Junior. Shot clock at 6. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot. And what a huge victory for this school to get the commitment from Hendricks Cobb, you guys. He immediately puts them in national title conversation.
Cobb has the elite talent that can take your program to the promised land as long as he's there. Coach went all in to recruit this young man.
干，怎么可能？干！
There might not be a better basketball prospect than Cobb for years.
Here's Junior. Another shot. And it's good on the lay-in.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And a name that many have been watching for years now, Hendricks Cobb. He's been one of the most highly anticipated names in college hoops for years. You definitely feel he'll be the next big thing.
From deep, Smith knocks down the three ball.
Showing he has the ability to read a defense. Junior, fantastic pass to start the team.
Hendricks Cobb on the wing. The three. Hendricks Cobb with another miss. The Huskies trail. For the lead. Smith misses. Davidson with it. Now guarded by Junior. Outside Norris. Pass to Underwood. And here's Cobb. There's the triple. Here's one. And he can't hit that time. And so here's UConn. Outside Macy. Junior outside. And they're done by Junior.
Look out now. Junior is hot and feeling it right now.
And here's Oklahoma. And with Cobb, it's because he can do it all. There's no weakness in his game. And he's been perfecting his craft for years.
You know, Cobb knows he's the top dog in the country. He embraces that role and really, he's got the mentality that he's going to be competitive and try to prove that he's worthy of that #1 rank.
Junior inside, guarded by Cobb. Here's Junior. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Really hard to deny Junior. He plays with so much passion on that end of the floor.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
UConn in the lead. Outside Scott. Thompson. Back to Scott. Back to Junior. Back to Scott. Thompson. And there it is. And the Huskies tack on 2 more.
And knocking down shots in the mid-range area really forces teams to have to adjust their defense.
Well, with a stroke like that and height advantage as well, the mid-range J is almost a given.
On the winning Cobb, covered by Junior, shoots the 3. Davidson, no good. Now here's Scott. Johnson outside, pass to Junior. And Junior throws it down.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
Here's Cobb. Davidson on the wing. Will it go? Rebound by Webb. And so here's UConn. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Thompson outside. Pass to Scott. And so it's UConn easily grabbing this one.
A double-digit margin, and no question that Junior had his fingerprint.
Hell, you did your thing out there. Respect.
It looks like a good round, too. Man, what's not going to rise with a game like that?
Nah, man, I'm just happy we got the win.
Hey, stay positive. You belong here.
You ever saw a movie that you loved, so the end just made you mad you saw the movie in the first place?
Yeah, more times than I can count.
What be that movie?
It's supposed to make sense to me.
Doesn't work. You got scouts looking at you. Even that Alex Williams business was a good and bad thing. You raised your profile. But these next few games, it's like that movie. Finish strong. I'll tell you, aggression is the dirtiest word to a scout. You show a hint, it'll latch onto you like a bag full of bricks. That's why your father didn't make it in the league. I watched him eat him up to the very end, and I don't want to see that happen to you too.
最后一场。
We win every possession. We control the outcome. We are stronger, we are smarter, we are faster, we are hungrier. We play hard, we play together, we play to win.
Tonight, we etch our names in the history book, fellas. This is what legends are made of. We play like family.
That's right, Ray. We play like family.
All right, there it is. Family on 3. 1, 2, 3, bang!
Let's go, man.
Welcome, everybody, and thanks for joining us for a night of championship college basketball. And tonight, it'll be the UConn Huskies going up against the Michigan State Spartans. Joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, I'm Forrest Hunt, and it really is exciting to be your broadcast team for what promises to be a terrific championship game.
Absolutely. It all comes down to this. It's been a fun ride watching this tournament work itself out, and now there are only 2 teams left standing.
Expect these players to come out and give everything they've got from the start. I mean, they know there are no second chances. This is it. This is a once-in-a-lifetime game.
Pass to Scott. Now Junior. And so he draws the foul on the shot, and a trip to the line to shoot 2.
You have to display disciplined defense against Junior. You don't want to bail out guys with this kind of skill set.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Hayward with it. Pass to McLeod. Out to the right way. Outside Mills. Back to Lambert. Thompson holds it in. And what a stage to play on, the national championship. Both of these teams had some big wins and eked out some really close calls to get here.
Oh, it's been quite a remarkable journey for Junior and his team. He has stepped up in a major way. What a difference the freshman breakout star has made this season.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Pass to Hayward. Back to Mills. Now Hayward. Shoots over Scott. Rebound by Scott. Here's Junior. Can't hit that one. And Michigan State the other way now. Outside Lambert. Pass to Hayward. Lambert. Now here's Mills. Lambert. He's covered by Thompson. It's stolen by Thompson. Got a piece of it.
靠背又被抢回去，妈！
Down low. And it's Hardy with the jam. Now Scott. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. One of the big strengths of this Michigan State team is their coaching staff. They've been around for a long time and are still as sharp as ever.
And the staff does a great job connecting with their players. They form relationships that really extend beyond just their time in school. Once a spark, always a spark.
Boy, not the kind of start they wanted. Only 1 for 4 so far.
Pass to Thompson. Junior. And he makes that one.
Excellent shot selection there from Junior. He has a great feel offensively, so his teammates have that trust in his game.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Harvey, and he converts the layup.
干3个守不了。
His points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating him, you gotta get in there and get tough.
And they're running.
Well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot. Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate. You know, one common thing for the Spartans, the group is always unselfish. And they play hard and tough. And I think you got to give a lot of credit to both the players and the coaching staff. They kind of hold each other accountable.
This team puts the team before anything. When you look at the players they've had, Draymond Green, Denzel Valentine, Magic Johnson, they are all great team players.
And a shot by Thompson, no good. Outside, Hayward. Harvey. Back to Hayward. Wow. Covered by Junior. Pass to Harvey. Hayward. Shot clock at 6. And it's Harvey with the jam. Here's Thompson. Outside Scott. Junior. And it's in there.
It's
So
all about keeping one's balance. Like watching Junior accept the hit and still be able to finish.
Pass to Hayward. Here's Harvey. He's covered by Thompson. Here's McLeod. Harvey. And here's Lambert. Webb covering. Tries it from 9. Lambert, no good. Well, guys, the biggest name in Spartan history is easy to pick. Magic Johnson definitely helped build this program.
Along with his coach, Magic helped establish this program. This was take on its first title in 1979, led by Magic Johnson. He's exactly the kind of player you want representing your school and acting as an ambassador. Nobody does it better.
The Spartans trail. The Spartans call time here.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
Yeah, and the slump that they're having shooting the ball can take its toll on you if you're not mentally strong. So I like this time out here to try to get those guys reset and refocus.
Outside Kelly. Pass to Webb. Inside to the paint. Here's Weber. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor.
Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the inside. The rebound numbers are very
impressive effort from both on the back door.
Now here's Webb. Over by Junior. Pass to Bush. Kelly. Inside Webb. 11-footer. 6 on the shot clock. Bush. Another shot. Over Junior, and foul called as he misses and will shoot 2 free throws.
You know, Michigan State has been absolutely dominant in Big Ten play. You know, it pains me as a Buckeye to admit that, but that's real talk. I mean, they have been superb and really one of the top programs in the nation for the last 20 years or so.
And Junior throws it down.
Well, that's exactly what his coaches want from him. They want Junior attacking the rim and playing with energy at that end of the court.
They've been struggling here offensively.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Weber to the inside. And the basket.
妈的
It's not easy for you to admit the success of the Spartans, but as you said, they're a premier program.
The Spartans have had 22 straight trips to the big dance. That's such an incredible feat for a program. What an outstanding job this school has done to be a pillar of the college hoop scene.
UConn in the lead. Junior inside. Web covering. That one falls.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's at it.
又犯规了哦。
Picking up his second foul here, has to be careful.
Guarded by Smith. Pass to Weber. Now Webb. Covered by Junior. There's a screen. Out of the block. 13 feet out. And the Spartans getting another bucket right there.
And with how strong the program is, you know the Spartans have a couple of won it all in 79 and 2000. Honestly, surprised they haven't come away with more with the success this school has had.
Here's Fletcher. Pass to Beasley. Smith with it. To the middle. There's Fletcher. And that comes off the assist by Smith. And the Spartans have been the runner-up once as well. That was back in 2009.
You know what's really impressive is how often the Spartans get to the Final Four. I mean, 8 trips to that stage since 1999. And Michigan State gets in the tournament. More than likely, they're going to be around for a while, making a deep run.
Now here's Kelly. Shoots over Smith. Kelly, no good. Junior outside.
Oh.
Stolen by Webb.
完蛋了，细节。
Pass to Weber. And it's blocked. Here's Beasley. Outside, Smith. Here's Porter. And here's Junior. Shoots the 3. Does not get it. Third miss. He's made 4th in the field.
And without a doubt, Michigan State, a huge producer of NBA talent. Some huge names from the program throughout the years. You can always count on them to develop fantastic prospects.
Here's Kelly. It's good from the top of the key.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the buck.
Junior outside. Up in time.
He's quick to punish the defense for giving him too much space behind the arc. Junior knows the value of the three-point shot, and he's quick to use it.
And we finished the first half of play. The Huskies out in front, up 7. And welcome back, everyone, to college basketball on 2K Sports. The second half getting underway as we inch closer to crowning this year's champions. And here's Lambert, still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Outside, Hayward. Pass to Harvey. Now Mills. Now here's Hayward. Now here's Harvey. He's covered by Thompson. Just 4 to shoot. Hayward from long range. And it's UConn with the rebound. Thompson with the ball. 5 points in the game. Here's Junior. And a great assist by Thompson as that one goes in.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Hammer, Webb covering.
Oh, man.
Nice pass.
God.
Great catch. Even better finish.
And it's the Huskies with the ball. Scott. And Junior. That's good again. His 7th basket. He's 7 for 10 from the floor.
Look out now. Junior is hot and feeling it right now.
Outside, Hayward. Back to Lambert. Mills. Pass to Lambert. Harvey with it. He's covered by Thompson. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Not the contact on the shot. It goes on Thompson.
为什么还是西检？
Here's O'Connor. Webb, covered by Junior. Up top, Kelly. Lets the 3 fly. Thompson pulls it in.
Boy, just by his body language, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
The shot by Porter, no good. Here's Bush. Pass to Webb. Here's Bush. There's the triple. That one doesn't drop. Now here's Thompson. Here's Beasley. Junior outside. Unable to get that one to go. And Michigan State the other way now. They need the good offensive possession.
Yeah, they go a long time.
Webb, over by Junior. Pass to Weber. Here's O'Connor. 6 to shoot. Off the mark there with the 3.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that it is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
And guys, we're seeing Junior develop right before our eyes. With every game he plays, he's maturing more and more. A lot of the skills that take years for most players to master seem to come naturally from him.
Now here's Harvey. Pass to Lambert. Over Webb. Webb grabs the miss.
This is definitely a day he'd like to forget. He just hasn't had the energy or the intensity to get it done out there. He's still scoring.
Back to Thompson. Screen by Junior. Yep, that one's good. When you talk about rising to the occasion, Junior has been fantastic here in this championship game.
Biggest stage in college hoops, and Junior is rising to the occasion. A game like this, with everything on the line, is going to turn the heads of those NBA scouts. What a legendary performance from him.
Now here's Hayward. Fires from the wing. And it's UConn with the rebound. Junior right side. Misses from close range. So it's the Spartans now. It's a 16-point game. Here's Hayward. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and he gets a chance for a 3-point play.
Boy, with Hayward making that strong conversion through contact, I mean, that's exactly the kind of intensity that walk-ons usually bring.
Thompson outside. Junior breaks it off the glass.
And some young players just have that grown man strength. Junior taking it right to the defender.
Pass to McLeod. Pick by Lambert. McLeod shot's good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And it's the Huskies with the ball. At one point, they led by 16. Junior up top. Now Harvey. Here's McLeod. Pass to Hayward. To the left wing. McLeod. Back to Hayward. On the wing. Mills. Just about to shoot. To the paint. Here's Lambert. Well, with some nice D. And here's Scott. Pass to Junior. And here's Thompson. Thompson outside. Junior from outside the arc. The basket good off the assist from Thompson.
They maintained focus all night and along the way put on quite a show.
And, you know, everybody in the building knows this is a wrap, a done deal. Put this one in the W column.
Back to Lambert. Pass to McLeod. Up top, Hayward. Now here's Mills. Now Lambert. Web covering. Lambert, good.
Check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
2-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Junior outside. This shot is good.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
Here's McLeod. Junior outside. Thompson inside. And the UConn Huskies have done it. They are the college champions.
We played hard, competed, ended up on the right side of this grade E. We told ourselves at the beginning of the season this was our goal. Anything less would be a failure, and here we are.
What are you going to tell your guys in the locker room?
Coach, what you gonna tell the guys in the locker room?
What they already know, how proud we are of each and every one of them. They stuck together and they played the game the right way.
Thanks, Coach. Junior, I have to ask about your dad, too. He got here and didn't win. Does that give this win any special significance for you?
I think my dad would have been proud of me no matter the outcome.
Well, obviously we're excited. You won a championship. Check that off your resume. Have to put it in going into next season.
Alex, I just want to enjoy this moment for as long as I can.
You know, NBA announcement in your new future?
No. I'm just going to enjoy this moment for as long as I can.
Okay, well, fair enough. Congratulations, Junior. You earned this. Go celebrate with your teammates.
Thanks, Alex. Woo! Hey. Let me hold that, Coach.
I mean, you earned this. Congrats.
Thanks, Alex.
Woo!
Now listen, selfishly, I want you back next season. But this whole program is behind you no matter what. So what's the word? Will you be returning next season, or are you going to declare for the NBA draft?
It's been tough for me, Coach. I had a lot of sleepless nights, but I know this is the right time to take the next step. So I'm going to declare for the draft.
I'm happy for you, Junior. You earned it.
Thanks, Coach.
This university is eternally grateful. We're behind you all the way. Why didn't you get drafted? Is that funny to you?
You notice all your questions about the result, never the work?
It was a simple question.
What do you think I didn't get drafted? I mean, for real. You tell me.
I know you had 2 knee surgeries in college.
Nah, it's excuses.
You stayed all 4 years.
I wanted to get my degree, try again.
You were captain of your team, conference player of the year, all
nice awards, things I've earned, things I'm actually proud of. But the NBA scouts agenda, I don't care about all that. I mean, sure, you got leadership, character, defensive order, all that helps. That's real. About those other things. Well, what position do I play?
Point guard.
Yeah, with my size, my body frame, can I play anything else? What about my leaping ability?
You can dunk.
Can I dunk like those good dunkers? Good dunkers you even see at the street games? And is it explosive? Where they love to use.
Okay, so you had some of it, but not all of it.
I mean, from my perspective, no, but from their perspective, yeah. And when a GM goes on record and says, you're his guy, and says that to his team, his whole career and yours are inextricably linked. Okay, if I become a star, so do they. If I wash out, same. They've all agreed on this checklist, this protocol, right? If Duke doesn't check all the boxes, and some other guy does.
So draft the other guy.
Draft the other guy.
At least they can say he checked all the boxes.
Yeah. The fault goes back on the players, not them. Okay, that's why you gotta understand this mentality, son. You gotta make sure you check all the boxes for them. Okay, this draft cycle business, this is a chess match. Okay, if you're not ready for that, you are bound to fail. That's the setup.
Whew. Now, most people on the outside won't see it. But this, my friend, is where the draft begins.
Sucha?
Mm-hmm. Messaging is everything.
Okay, so is there a wrong choice here?
Think of it like a spectrum. One end you got Russell Westbrook, loud on and off court. On the other, you got Kawhi, quiet on and off court. Are you one of them or are you in the middle? What you decide will help teams get an idea of what you're really all about.
Are you ready, Junior?
Yeah. You ready, Junior?
Yeah. Let's do it.
我知道。
Beautiful choice. We'll put this together and have it for you right away.
Thank you. Listen, Arch, I haven't had a chance to bring it up.
And it's all good, I already know.
What you do?
Yeah. Harper and the team run a top sports agency for a reason. They contacted me as soon as they contacted you.
Not upset.
How would I be?
Someone take the meeting.
I want you to. Without the specifics. Look, just because you signed with them doesn't mean we're a done deal. We can all work together.
I'm gonna take their plan first. Because
Oh.
We beat to rap, but he beats a lot, but I'm cool like that. I'm cool like that. I'm cool like that. I'm cool like that. I'm cool like that.
I'm the associate agent, so when you sign with the agency, I'll be here to support Harper on the day-to-day.
I'm sorry, I completely spaced on there. You're walking in.
It's fair, you have a lot going on. Layla.
Layla.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Have a seat.
Yeah.
Junior, hello. So excited to have you here. I'm Harper Dell. Thank you so much for coming down to hear our pitch.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here. Yeah, and thank you for taking the time out to be here.
Absolutely. This is the moment. You have worked your entire life to get here, and we are here to support you in that journey to the next step where you start getting paid. I don't have to tell you, we have the deepest roster of NBA talent in the world and brand partnerships with every company you can name. Our goal is long-term. We want to create lifelong relationships that keep you living large now and comfortable in your retirement. In these notes already rests the shoe contract of your dreams. You ever thought about acting?
No, I never really considered it, but I'm into it if it makes sense.
Multiple commercial offers and scripts for interesting indies that will help groom you for bigger projects once you get your feet wet.
All of that sounds really good to me. Yeah, but right now, I just want to focus on the draft, solidify my position, and find the team where my skills fit best.
Well, we have relationships with all the teams. We can gather intel to get you the private team workouts that you want.
Maybe not the exact team I want to play for?
Anything is possible. But it is still a draft where teams can and will do what they see fit for their organization.
Okay, so that's a no.
Chaos exists. We try and mitigate that for you, but it does exist. And I'm not going to lie to you just to get you to sign. I want us to start off in a place where we can be honest with each other. You know what? This is feeling way too formal.
Way too formal.
That's better.
That's better.
So I grew up in Salinas Valley. It's about 2 hours south of San Francisco. John Steinbeck was from there. Do you know him?
No, not technically.
specifically. My parents died when I was young, so my grandmother raised us on her ranch. We grew broccoli, lettuce, cauliflower. It was not glamorous, but we worked and survived. And Layla?
Oh, I was raised right down the road from you, Union.
Oh, so does he represent?
Right.
Yeah.
My dad bailed on us when I was 3, and my mom did everything in her power to make it work. We know what it's like to want more. We willed ourselves to be where we are, just like you did.
There's a vision for you here. Jordan, LeBron, a bigger corporate vision. Companies love them because their messaging connects to the public across all demographics. And that's how we want to position your endorsements going forward. Universal appeal.
Okay. But it feels like there's a catch coming.
No, there's no catch. There's a little reality. Archie. He's a good guy, and we know that he brought you here, which is why we want to provide him with a generous finder's fee as the parachute.
But for us, we need you free and clear of all old attachments. Your future depends on an uncluttered vision. All new NBA players have to go through these difficult transitions.
So it's you guys or him.
From our perspective, it's just the way it has to be.
You should hear what he has to say. Maybe he really is the right fit for you and for your vision. But for us, it's one or the other.
I don't like it. Not one bit. Fine. Not afraid of a little competition. But her pitch on the corporate take is a flat idea. You have personality and you have an opinion. You boy Hendricks Cobb, Harden, Embiid, they're doing just fine being who they are. That's how we seal your endorsements. Big and bold.
But doesn't that idea risk losing endorsements if I'm seeing this controversial?
Yes, it will. But you'll gain others. Others that share your vision and your story. Former football player, Newark. Your dad doesn't go into door. That stuff is powerful, so use
Is
it.
your contract available for me now?
No.
No, I don't. But I will. It's called trust, Junior.
She said she got a movie deal available for me now.
Deals? Or ideas what deals may be.
I don't know.
Seems to me like you should. These big agencies, man, they pack a punch nowadays. She may have a little bit more firepower than me right now. But I know who you are, I know where you come from, and I know what you want. As if it were my own story. Fine, if you're gonna walk away from all of that, so be it. It's either her or me. You choose.
哦，烦欸。好吧，还是他了。
Listen, things haven't always been smooth between us, but I know you. Isn't bad.
I can dig it.
And the fact that you're from here means something. I know I'm making the right choice.
Thank you, Junior. Won't let you down.
I know you want to win.
I hear it. Sir, you're projected in the lottery. I know you might think you're rock solid, but you can still step out of line.
Okay, how so?
Bad press, or anything off court that won't sit right with the GM. You know, you can tumble. Blow your personal workout.
Tumble.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's real simple, man. Just be smart. Next step in this process is the same, whether you're lottery or not. It's the personality evaluation test. Put you in a room with an interviewer who asks you a bunch of probing questions about yourself.
Okay, so I'll just be honest.
Whatever. Be aware of what they want to hear. Integrity, character, leadership. Keep that in the back of your mind when you ask the questions, and you do just fine.
Junior, welcome. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you.
This isn't a test. This isn't an interrogation. We're here to have a discussion, the point of which is to get to know you better as a person. There are no right or wrong answers. All we want is for you to be as open and honest as possible.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, let's get started. What would one of your family members tell us about you?
I think they tell you I lead by example.
How so?
Well, I'm always the first one in the gym and the last one out. That's how my dad taught me to be. Look, I don't have to get in your face to lead. I'll show you with effort. And it rubs off on the right people. They see what it takes to get where I'm at.
Great, let's move on. I'm curious, how do you deal with teammates you don't like?
to worry about that too much. No matter what, I'm going to do me. So whether or not I like a guy's personality, that doesn't really factor.
Could you talk a little more about that?
I just play to win. So whatever I need to do to win, I'm going to do that. And if you're about winning too, that's all I want to hear. We don't need to be best friends to win. The world is filled with different personalities, beliefs, and it's okay by me.
Are you the best player in this draft class?
No, definitely not. It's an arrogant thought process.
Could you explain?
Sure. What I'm trying to say is the best is subjective, and I can't control it. I'm realistic about where I'm at as a player, and I know I've got a lot of work to do to get where I'm trying to go. Now, am I one of the best players in the country? Absolutely. But I just want to keep my head down and do the work.
One last question, and then I'll let you go, Junior. I'm wondering, what's your primary motivation for joining the league?
Hooping. That's all I care about.
Can you expand on that a little?
Sure. I mean, money's cool, money's nice. I won't turn it down. But yeah, all that extra stuff is just icing on the cake.
All right. That'll wrap it up.
Wait, that's it?
That's it. Thank you very much for your time, Junior. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks. It was nice to meet you. Nice talking with you.
Best of luck in the draft.
Thank you.
That's not a good or a bad thing. Teams check out the data. Someone like you more, someone like you less. The stuff won't matter. The deal is fluid. I'll take 2 of those.
Yeah, but the results can change where I currently sit in the draft.
You don't have to. You could stay exactly where you are right now.
So I just got to sit here and wait?
Not here. There are a few days left before the next steps are taken. I think you might enjoy your bet a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm glad you think this is so funny, man.
This is a marathon, son. Breathe. Or else you burn yourself out before we even get started. Okay? So next is media day. All the lottery picks get national attention. So everybody's got it covered.
I was rewatching Science Presser before he was drafted. Seemed pretty easy breezy. No tough questions.
I'm not going to dig too deep on lottery guys at this point. There's no upside in it. It should run smooth, but be on the lookout for those sideways questions.
I'm good. This is going to be fun.
Follow me, please.
Right.
Junior. So let's fire away. Alex, you have the first question.
What's been the most interesting part of the draft process so far?
I think getting to know the other guys a little bit. Yeah, I've played against most of these guys for years now. But this is the first time I'm getting to know most of them off the court. So, yeah, that part's been great.
Obviously, you're a big-time talent. Anyone would be lucky to draft you. But where do you want to end up? Any preference?
Well, I'm going into this thing with an open mind. I've got some thoughts going in, but perception, what the media tells you, that ain't always the truth. So I'm looking to meet with some people, have an open dialogue, and see what they're all about.
No preference at all, then?
I'm just looking forward to meet with teams and learning about what they're all about.
Is there any doubt in your mind that you're the best player in this draft?
No, I try not to get caught up in comparisons like that. I heard someone say the other day that comparisons are the thief of joy. I like that. To me, all I care about is being the best player I can be and maximizing my God-given talent. I'll let other people worry about the rankings.
Okay, who's next? You're welcome.
为什么会降低？
Thank you.
Thanks.
为什么会降低？
Okay, next we're going to a private workout. I'm gonna have a list of all the teams that are interested there. You just say which ones I'll make it happen.
看每队都可以啊。达拉斯。
All right, done and done. Now, an old friend of mine, Damian Lillard's going to be...
You're friends with Damian Lillard?
That's so hard to believe?
Well, maybe. Friends seem like a stretch.
All right, somewhere in the middle, okay? This manager owes me a favor. Anyway, Damian's going to be at the workout to give you some guidance.
That's amazing, man. I'm a huge fan of his. Thank you.
Just do what you got to do. And remember to use Damian as a resource because that's what he's there for. And save the softies for next year when you're in the league.
Noted. Good. What up, Dan?
Man, what's going on, man?
Not much, man. I appreciate you doing that.
It's all good, man. I wish I had somebody to mentor me and walk me through it, so it's all good.
All right, so what you gonna tell me about this, man? What's up with this process?
The first thing I'm gonna tell you is you gotta go into this with confidence because you're being evaluated for every little thing, your demeanor, your skills, your athleticism, every single thing, they taking note of it. So you gotta go in here with a mentality that you belong, and the hype is real.
I appreciate you saying confidence because I'm nervous, man.
We was all nervous. Everybody that went through this process and became legends and became all-stars and all that, they went through the same thing, had the same nerves, and they got through it just like you're going to get through it.
How'd you deal with everybody taking notes and watching and looking for your flaws and, trying to pick your game apart and everything?
I went into the gym, and I pretended like nobody was there. I pretended like I was back home in Oakland, getting one of my workouts in, and it all worked out. So you got to do the same.
All right, I'm going to try to shake it off, man. Any last words of advice before I go in here?
Go get them.
All right, man. I appreciate it.
Good luck to you.
Thanks, man.
Yo, what's up, man? Hey, what you working on?
可恶啊！帮我追分。 完蛋 ！No！ 哎，为什么提升？
Man, what's going on? Off day today. What can I do now, man?
Yeah, that was bad in there, man. Hopefully they don't evaluate you off one bad performance and you still get picked. But you got to learn from this. That you got to prepare yourself a lot better than that. Because that should never happen with the kind of opportunity that's in front of you. So going forward, you got to get it in, man. You got to work way harder, prepare yourself way better, so the next opportunity you don't let it slip like this possibly could have. So. Keep your head up. Stay right. You're gonna be good.
I hope so, man.
When you talk about Junior, all you can say is surefire lottery pick. Right there in black and white, baby.
I can't, man. I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything. Just enjoy it and get some rest. Oh. And don't touch anything sharp. Don't ride anything fast. And whatever you do, don't jump off of anything high.
Oh, man, I couldn't have done it without your partner.
You're almost there, bro. Come on.
Yo, man, wired, bro.
Oh, me too.
I mean, I know it's good like to go to bed early and all that, but I'm bouncing off the walls right now.
Yo, I'm bugging too. It's like, this is all too crazy, man. Like, this is my life, you know what I mean?
I do. I mean, the NBA is right there. It's amazing, but it's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yo, what? Let's go out.
Oh, man. Can't go out party. We get caught these goals viral, man. We're gonna be done.
I'm not talking about partying, man.
I'm going.
Trying to criticize, trying to say that it's ill-advised. It's how you win again. I'm in a section where you gotta pay a lot of money if you're trying to get inside. Doubt you will never get inside.
Nah, it's fine. Take pics for fans, watch some street ball. It's innocent, and there's something old school about it. The media will eat this up. No risk.
Junior and Henry.
Oh, what's up, bro?
Oh, snap.
Good, man.
What you doing here, man?
What you doing here?
I'm doing here, man. What's up, man?
Let me guess, y'all here for draft night, huh?
Yeah, man. It's a big night,
Right?
man.
You feeling excited?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? I got an idea. How about we get warmed up? Let's go twos. What you think, man?
Let's go some twos, man. Let's have some fun.
I mean, unless y'all scared of my boy.
Man, I'll be scared. Come on.
You got jokes.
Oh,
Well,
man.
I ain't never scared.
Hey,
what you think, Junior?
Come on, man. Friendly competition.
Hold on one second. College shoes.
What's that? What's up, man?
All right, let's think this through, man. All these fans, all these cameras, this is going really bad for me, man.
Okay. Pros and cons, right? Right?
Yeah.
Cons. He beats us, that goes viral, we look like trash, and our draft stock launches right up the Hudson River.
Yeah, that's bad, man. All of that sounds really bad.
Pros, we take them down, that goes viral, we become legends, our draft stock goes through the roof.
But you already the top prospect, man.
I'm just saying we, because we're teams here. And it feels right. But you are correct. I have no downside. So listen, man, things can go bad real quick. I mean, that is Zion.
Yeah.
So that's why I'll let you make the choice. If you in, I'm in. If not, sit back and watch the Zion show.
Alright. So we talked about it. So you guys ready to take me on or not?
打
You think I'm gonna miss a chance to get at you in front of all these people?
I see you, Junior. You want some of this smoke?
Oh yeah, do it.
Let's go. Alright, I don't lose, man. At all.
Hey, we ready then.
About to take out these top prospects, man.
Over with.
Let's go.
We get going. What's up, Junior?
哇，这么屌！哦，干队友在干嘛？妈的！哦，为什么都不进啊？妈的！靠背，完了要输了。 呛屁呀、妈的！
Yo, my bad, man. I feel like I let us down.
It's both of us. We ain't get it done.
Yo, check this out.
What's that? Video was not really this cool.
Yeah, and it's everywhere on social. Not good, bro.
You know we can get on that.
Not sure how that helps, but yeah.
Hey, good, fellas.
Good game, guys.
Good game.
Good game.
Yeah.
Y'all got heart. Y'all got heart. You know, I'm sorry I had to show out like that. I can't turn off being Zion.
Zion Williams, what you want?
I'm sorry. It's all good, though.
You guys did good. We appreciate the opportunity, man, for real.
Next time.
Well, no problem. Y'all lost today, but tomorrow's gonna be a win for y'all. It's the biggest night of y'all life. Wish y'all the best of luck.
Absolutely.
Y'all to win.
Yeah, sure.
Y'all stay up.
Yeah.
Let us know if you want to get beaten again, okay?
尬变第二了。艾迪达。
Excuse me.
Hey,
What's up, Marge?
how you feel?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Look a little tense.
Yep. Definitely tense.
Take a look around. So is everyone else. You're in good company.
Supposed to help me, man?
Helpful stuff would be to say, imagine everyone in their underwear on a clown's nose, like in one of those public speaking classes.
Yeah, so is that helpful?
I know if I lived to be.
This is crazy, man. Dad's supposed to be here, not me.
You might as well know this now. Your dad was a good player, a great teammate, influenced a lot of people. But he wasn't half the player you are. And if he were here, he'd feel the same way.
Maybe you would have said he was proud of me.
I mean, we both know those words would never left his lips, right? Like never.
Never.
He would have been thinking it.
Tonight marks the realization of a dream for the best young players in the world. A reward for their many With the first pick in the NBA draft, the Dallas Mavericks select Hendrix Cobb from Yes! With the second pick in the NBA draft, the Dallas Mavericks select Junior from the University of Columbus.
Yeah, Arch. Thanks, man. Thanks, man. Earth this boy. Yeah, man. Yeah. Thank you, man. Yeah. Thank you very much. Oh, man. Congratulations. Yeah.
Wow. You know how many people live on this planet? 7.8 billion. You know how many in the NBA? Not that many.
I just gotta thank you, Coach. I wouldn't even be here if you hadn't talked me into it way back when.
Ordinarily, I'd say you did all the work. But in this case, yeah, I'll take the credit.
I guess I walked into that one.
Hey, let's cheer some coffee or whatever it's around here.
Let's do it.
Yes. To Junior, Newark's honest. You made it. I'm really, really proud of you. Bravo.
This life is a long story, son. Just make sure you remember who you are, yeah? This place.
Sure, Dad. I will.